that so. Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight there. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and platter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks in my mouth.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Black Knights of Oakland taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready?
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, now Moon. They'll roll him out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Moon. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He'll buy some time right.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Done. 11. Done.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Burrow now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they had earlier this year?
Play action. It's Moon.
Short throw to Disley.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
To throw on 2nd down, Moon.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Black Knights 3.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They get talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here's a diving catch right side. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample to tight end. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Bearcats made it to the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now move. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18, pioneer.
Moon to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Right there, hurt.
Now Moon. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 28 yards.
And the Black Knights get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st down yardage on the 1st play of the drive, 14 yards.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow.
Airing one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw, Moon.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Black Knights.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Moon. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
11 empty. 11 MT. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 MT. Take. 11.
Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Black Knights are back within a couple of the lead.
They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now Burrow to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
Jamal Chase.
59 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11.
Here's Moon. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Moon. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, set.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's moved. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Stop.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And what a big-time play there. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Powers through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Moon.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
1st down, Oakland.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Pushes him over. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
90 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Out of the gun. It's moved.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now move.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
They brought the house that time on the young Ricky, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Burrow looking to pass. This one hauled in by Sample. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
2nd and 10.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Okay.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw, Moon. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well,